Welcome to Travelling Kangaroo, your hop-to guide for uncovering the hidden stories behind Australia's most haunting abandoned places. Today, we're diving deep into 10 ghost towns you've never heard of. Places where communities thrived, then vanished, leaving behind eerie ruins and unforgettable tales. So, buckle up your Joey pouch for this journey through time and forgotten dreams across Australia's vast wilderness. Australia is home to some of the world's most breathtaking landscapes, but scattered across its outback are ghost towns that tell a darker story. Entire towns sitting empty, schools still filled with desks, hospitals with rusting equipment, and homes where families once shared laughter, now silent. These are not ancient ruins from centuries ago. Many were thriving communities within living memory. Today, we'll explore towns lost to drowned valleys, poisoned industries, and even deliberate erasure. At number 10, we land in Noonies, New South Wales. Nestled in the Wild One Valley, this shale oil mining town blossomed in the early 1900s, before abruptly shutting down in 1932 due to cheaper overseas oil. Imagine walking through dense bushland and suddenly encountering towering industrial ruins. The Big Wall, beehive-shaped coke ovens, and crumbling brick kilns all swallowed slowly by nature's embrace. The railway line and tunnels built to haul shale oil have long vanished, but the remnants still shock visitors. Today, Noonies sits quietly as a surreal blend of pristine national park and industrial ghost town, a true testament to how even massive, expensive ventures can vanish in just a few decades. Next, hop over to Fina in South Australia, a railway town born with hopes of wheat farming that never grew due to harsh drought conditions. With scorching summers exceeding 45 degrees Celsius, residents built an underground bakery to escape the blaze, a stubborn architectural marvel. Though the town slowly faded with mine closures and railway relocations, a remarkable group of volunteers has been restoring Fina since 2008. Every year, bakers bring the underground oven back to life, baking fresh bread in the heart of the outback. It's a living piece of history where the silence is only broken by the wind and echoes of days gone by. Jumping up north to Alonga in the Northern Territory, this remote gold rush town once bustled with hopeful miners trekking hundreds of kilometres across desert on foot or camel train. These days, redstone ruins blend seamlessly into the landscape. Stone police cells and cyanide works whispering stories of hardship and isolation. Water scarcity during droughts and astronomical supply costs made it impossible for Alonga to survive. But its haunting silence still reminds us of human determination against harsh environments. Along Australia's Pilbara coast sits Cossack, once a booming multicultural pearling town with vibrant quarters for Japanese, Malay, Chinese, and Indigenous divers. Tragically, this prosperity masked one of Australia's darkest chapters, the use of forced labour in dangerous pearl diving conditions that claimed many lives. The cyclone of 1881 and depleting pearl beds led to Cossack's decline by 1910. Recently returned to traditional owners, Cossack now hosts an annual art award celebrating its unique heritage, a bright spark amid the ruins. In Western Australia's Great Victoria Desert lies Gwalia, an incredibly well-preserved ghost town where you can almost see miners ordering drinks at the intact hotel bar. This was home to Herbert Hoover, the future 31st President of the United States, who managed the local gold mine in the late 1800s. The mine closed abruptly after a fatal accident in 1963, but desert dryness preserved Gwalia's buildings like a time capsule. Today, visitors can explore a museum and stay at Hoover's historic house, an unexpected Aussie-American connection in the outback. Eranderay in New South Wales tells another poignant story, a silver-lead mining town that flourished before World War I took its toll on miners and families. The longest strike in world history wiped out local industry, and construction of Warragamba Dam flooded roads that once connected this vibrant community to Sydney. Thanks to decades of restoration efforts by dedicated volunteers, Eranderay stands as one of New South Wales's most authentic, preserved ghost towns, with cemeteries filled with small children's graves reminding us of life's fragility amidst boom and bust cycles. Queensland's Mary Kathleen is a town that doesn't just feel erased, it was completely deleted. Established as Australia's first significant uranium mining town during the Cold War nuclear era, Mary Kathleen had schools, hospitals, pools, and even won football premierships. When uranium prices crashed in 1982, everything was auctioned off brick by brick, leaving only empty slabs and a colourful radioactive mine pit behind. Walking here is like stepping onto a blank canvas where an entire community once thrived. Old Adaminaby in New South Wales lies beneath the waters of Lake Yucumbent, a lake created by the Snowy Mountains hydroelectric scheme that flooded a century-old farming community. Families relocated houses and grave sites before their town disappeared underwater in 1957. But here's the twist. During severe droughts, the lake drops enough to reveal streets and ruins as if old Adaminaby refuses to stay buried. Former residents return to walk the ghostly streets they thought lost forever. Jawaja Creek in New South Wales was Australia's first commercial shale oil operation, an entire Scottish village transplanted into the bushland. Gaelic was spoken as families from Scotland mined kerosene to light Australian homes. Despite fires and competition from American petroleum crushing their industry by 1903, these Scottish settlers left a legacy preserved in stone ruins and weathered cemeteries bearing names carved deep into granite, a testament to hardship and resilience. Finally, at number 1, and not for reasons you'd want to visit, is Whittingham in Western Australia. This was a thriving blue asbestos mining town until deadly fibres caused Australia's largest occupational health disaster. Thousands were exposed unknowingly as corporate greed suppressed warnings about asbestos's lethal dangers. The town was erased from maps and demolished starting in 2023 as contamination continues to threaten lives decades later. It stands as a sobering reminder that some ghosts are invisible yet deadly, and some stories must never be forgotten. These abandoned towns are more than just relics. They're echoes of lives lived, families raised, industries built and broken, powerful lessons on progress's price tag. From luxury resorts overlooking ruins to cemeteries inscribed with forgotten names, these places invite us to remember that every corner of Australia holds stories worth telling. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Australia's hidden ghost towns and want more jaw-dropping travel tales from down under, make sure you hit subscribe on Travelling Kangaroo. We're here to hop along with you on every adventure. Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes content and updates. And don't forget to visit travellingkangaroo.com for exclusive guides and travel tips. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride through Australia's forgotten towns. Until next time, keep hopping curious and exploring boldly with Travelling Kangaroo.